When we first reviewed Hyrule Warriors in the Wii U in 2014, we gave it a 7 for good. Here's what we said about it then.
Surprisingly, Hyrule Warriors does a good job of tying together the combat of Dynasty Warriors and the revered characters and lore of the Legend of Zelda series in a way that makes me feel powerful in a world I love. Character customization adds unique flavor to the simple combat, and the satisfying weapons, rewards, and story make it a fun alternative to the typically serious Zelda games. It's just a shame you can't share the action with a friend without significant slowdown.
Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition for the Nintendo Switch offers that, plus all of the little quality of life enhancements Hyrule Warriors Legends on the 3DS introduced, and then some, but with none of the crippling performance issues. Definitive Edition's features mostly spawn from the Legends version. It has owl statues you can teleport to on command, more of the challenging and replayable adventure mode maps wrapped in themes from other Zelda games like Majora's Mask and Wind Waker, and the delightful My Fairy function which lets you collect, raise, and dress different fairy companions. The Definitive Edition also seems to have taken a note from the recent Fire Emblem Warriors, in that you can now press up or down on the D-pad to cycle through playable characters on the field instantly, and you can command characters to move to specific spots. These additions make playing solo significantly less frustrating, but it still doesn't compete with playing co-op with a friend, which, thanks to the Switch, you can now do in split screen even while in handheld mode. It performs admirably, but that screen is just too tiny for two people to play on comfortably. Though obviously giant leaps and bounds above the 3DS version, Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition doesn't do a lot to improve on the look of the Wii U version. It is much brighter, and the textures are significantly cleaner and sharper though. I also noticed virtually none of the stuttering that's common with Musou games, even when playing co-op. But I did experience weird stutters when loading into maps, and the same occasional clipping and pop-in Musou games are notorious for. Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition is a good quality port of the Wii U game, but outside of much more stable performance and better local co-op, it doesn't add enough new content to make replaying the story mode interesting again if you've already played it. Luckily, the adventure mode maps and 16 of the 31 unlockable characters are available from the start. For more on Zelda, check out 9 minutes of Hyrule Warriors gameplay on Switch, our original Hyrule Warriors review, and our list of the top Zelda games of all time. And for everything else, stick with IGN.